April 16th, Jax encouraged Brittany to enjoy a group trip. Brittany, however, pointed out how Jax gets upset with her when she returns home from an outing. I get mad when you get home wasted and come into the room when I'm sleeping, Jax fired back. That is when I get mad at you. In a confessional, Brittany hinted that the challenges in their marriage, saying, I love Jax, but I literally try to be positive and happy, and Jax is out. Sorry.
You okay?
I'm okay. And Jax is a lot of the time moody and negative. A lot of the times I feel like we balance each other out, but balance each other out in a way, but other ways I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go do something fun. Okay, Britt, I'm taking a little sip of my tea. First of all, Brittany, hush up. Hush up. Jax, I can't believe I'm defending Jax, but I agree with him.
These people are almost making me mad because they have us defending villains.
Exactly.
This is insane.
It's insane. But like, if I am a parent to a child and my husband or wife or my partner is out getting so wasted that they come home puking and they are sick, not only is it like not a good look for them, but it's also not a good example for the child. And you have to think about how their son Cruz has regressed with like, you know, his language and his ability to really his like verbal skills. And I want to be very respectful talking about anybody's child, especially with any challenges that they face. But you have to think about what's going on in the environment in the household, because there's nurture and there's nature and there's also nurture, right? Mm-hmm. So if the mom is unhappy and is maybe, you know, medicating herself with alcohol, if the father is angry and checked out, how does that manifest itself in the child? So I understand what Jax is saying. Like, I wouldn't want, and flip it around, if it was Jax doing that, she would be really upset.
Right.
So she should take accountability for that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's strange that she's still drinking like she's 21 again. Like, yeah. I get it that, like, you know, she likes to take that break, but if you're doing it in a way where it's like you're getting that sick, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just, you shouldn't be like blacking out, like, Brett, like, you're a little too old for that. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe like you got a little too excited because you're on the show and you got nervous. I don't know, but it sounds like this is kind of a regular thing for you. Like, I want to give you the benefit of doubt, but it sounds like this might be a little more regular smegular for you. So I am concerned too. I'm like, it's not a good look. Like, you're a mother and you're married and you're like in your mid-30s now. It's like time to reel it in. It's like, you had a fun run, but like, there's a reason why most people that age and our age don't do that anymore. Like, you know? Yeah,
you have a different level of responsibilities. And also, don't forget what happened with Brittany before. Didn't she get like ulcers? Remember when she was really sick and she had to go to like the...
And she wouldn't stop drinking tequila in Mexico? Yeah,
and she literally was like sick. So if it is destroying your body, if you're not remembering, if you're puking, those are all signs to a problem. You know, binge drinking is just as horrible as like consistently drinking on your body, and it also is a problem as well. And also, again, I'm surprised, but I'm defending Jax here. He wasn't saying don't enjoy yourself, don't have fun, don't relax. He was just saying do it in a healthy and responsible way. And it does seem like Jax is healthier. Like, he's going to the gym. He looks great. Well, not like my type, but you know what I mean? He does look good. Like, he looks better. He looks good. He does. He looks good. He's going to the gym. And we don't see him really that like blackout, drunk, wasted to the point where he's like vomiting and not remembering. Where we do see that with her, and even, you know, nosy, busybody Janet was like, yeah, you know, we do kind of worry about how lit Brittany gets. And like, at a certain point, like, that's just like not cute anymore, especially if you're a mother. Not that your life ends when you have children, but you do have a different level of responsibility.
Yeah, you should be like handling your alcohol better at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should like know your limits. So you don't have to be to the point where you're blacked out or getting sick. Like, that's a little too much.
It's too much, especially if you've already had a medical condition regarding your drinking. So Brittany subsequently brought up Jax's conflicting support for her while driving to the girls' getaway with Janet. The guys are so hypocritical and have all these double standards sometimes. It's so annoying. Like the other day, I was not feeling good, and Jax kept making it worse, she noted. He actually goes out way more than I do, which I don't even care. He comes home drunk, but if I do it, then it's the worst thing in the world. I don't know. I kind of seem like Jax was the one telling the truth here.
Yeah, I think so too.
A flashback. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think Jax is coming home like that.
Mm-hmm. I find it quite interesting because I remember when we first got to meet this girl, she made it clear that unlike what's her name's Lala and Katie, she always drinks responsible.
Really?
Yeah. So this was.
I don't remember that.
This was in season 5. She would say that she always drinks with responsibility, and I mean, and I think with what you two said, you know, if it was vice versa and it was him in this day.
Mm-hmm.
She won't be smiling like it, you know, like it's on cloud 9, you know. But I kind of think
mm-hmm.
the innocence with Brittany is that as in London we say there are these people who put on this fake naive persona,
Mm-hmm.
and she always like tries to play innocent, and plays this fake naive card. But you know, as you said, in terms of if I, you know, not to speak on it for too long because all respect is talk about a family here. But if I was raising a child, I would not want to be in that state and be a bad influence.
Agreed. And I think that Brittany is conflating the issues. Like Jax isn't saying don't go out and drink and have fun. He's like, I do it too, but he's like, but it's to the excess. It's to the level of it. Like he's like, go out, have a couple cocktails, sure, get a little litty, but don't come home blackout, sick, and puking everywhere.
And where you can't do anything the next day.
And where you can't do it the next day. And you're a mother, and your child is seeing this. And children are so smart and so
they really are.
I don't care if they're like little goobers or whatever the case may be. They know it. They feel it. They sense it. They see it. So if mommy is puking in the driveway and little Cruz is watching that, it's not a good look. Now, I haven't seen Jax, at least on the show. Obviously, I don't live with them or anything like that. He parties. He has the bar and all of that stuff. But he seems to go out and have fun and party. But it doesn't seem to be to the level of excess that we've seen with Brittany. And so she's being like, well, you go out and drink. And he's like, yeah, but I don't drink to this point. And that's the issue.
Yes, he's not getting it.
Drinking isn't the problem. It's the level of which you drink is the problem.
100. Okay. I mean, it's almost like they're speaking two different languages when they're not. Like,
right, she's like, you drink too, Jax.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're not saying that, Brittany. Like, we need you to take the beer cheese out of your ear because we're not saying that. We're saying you're drinking too much. Like you're not 21. Like you need to realize that you're in a different place in your life and that people don't drink like that anymore. Like you need to let that go. Maybe you're having trouble letting it go. I don't know if there's some kind of arrested development situation. Who knows? But you need to let that go. Like those days should be behind you. Like adults don't drink like you're like so excited to drink and you're going to drink to excess because you don't know if mom and dad are going to that's not how like adults drink. Like
exactly.
And also like regardless of like age or children or not, drinking to the point where you black out, drinking to the point where you are puking, drinking to the point where you have a medical condition that you're seeing a doctor for, no matter if you are 21 or 81,
agree. Yeah,
that is indicative of a problem.
Yeah,
I
wasn't saying that's an excuse, but typically you see this kind of like
you
behavior.
See this kind of recklessness when you're younger and all that stuff. 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go against, putting yourself in a vulnerable position when you know that you have all these underlying health conditions, that's just concerning. And
Yeah, you're willing to risk that.
I thought I was getting like a pooch and I stopped drinking. I was like, oh my God, is this like a little like
you're like, I'm getting weight.
I was like, done. Nope, I'm done. Wasn't even like a real concern. It was like I had like a burrito.
But you had like one food, baby, and you're like, I'm done.
I was like, I'm done.
Just a quick question about alcohol your way.
Okay.
With
Well, wait 1 second. I want to get through the article, and then is that okay? Hold that question.
Topic. Okay. All right. I'll hold it.
But we haven't finished. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to the article, and then we'll hold it. So hold it. I want just hold it. Okay. A flashback then showed Jax reprimanding Brittany for feeling sick. You know better. Enough is enough. Stop effing drinking, Jax, who shares 3-year-old son Cruz with Brittany, said. You want to have more kids? Act like a mom. Janet told the cameras that she could see where Jax was coming from, adding, sometimes I am a little concerned about how lit Brittany is getting, I'll be honest, but at the same time, she is married to Jax Taylor. Like, stop it. That's not an excuse to drink. Later in the episode, Brittany and her co-stars had fun while away for the night. They returned home the next morning while Brittany feeling particularly hungover. Jax later sat Brittany down to address her drinking to address how her drinking worried him. You came home throwing up all over the place. There were literally a bag of vomit in the driveway. I want you to have fun, but I don't think you are going to come home puking, he explained. I don't understand why you can't go out and have a couple of drinks. Why do you have to get to the point of throwing up? Brittany, meanwhile, wouldn't let Jax make her feel guilty for doing the same thing he does. She argued that Jax went out just as much as her, except she didn't give him such a hard time. In a response, Jax claimed that he wouldn't behave the same way as Brittany. Exactly. It's not about going out. It's about to the extent you go.
She doesn't get it. It's annoying.
No, she gets it. She just uses it as an excuse. I am a little worried because not only is she my wife, but she's a mother, he said in a confessional. We need you. If you keep this up, you're going to destroy your body. There's other ways to have a good time. We live in California. You can smoke a joint. You can do other things. The topic then changed to Jax and Brittany's sex life, which she previously brought up on The Valley. After Brittany told Jax that he doesn't make her, quote, feel sexy, her husband tried to explain his side of the story. When you are down up here, it's really hard to get up right here, Jax said about how his mental health affected his performance in the bedroom. The reason I am so stressed out right now is I have been at the bottom. I know what it's like to sit around and wait for the phone to ring for a long time. Now I have too much going on, and that's becoming a problem. It's like I can't win. I'm just trying to make everyone happy, and it is so hard. Despite their current issues, Jax reminded Brittany that the D word did not exist in his family. Brittany agreed that divorce was not happening with them. What do you guys think?
See, I kind of think she doesn't get it though. Like, I think that she hears it, but because she's in such a denial stage of it, she just automatically equates that.
It doesn't click.
Just drinking. Yeah.
She thinks going out is just going out.
Yeah, she's not hearing, no, Brittany, like your puking is not cute. It's weird to be at your age doing this and have as many responsibilities like motherhood, being a wife, etc., owning a home, like as you do, and do this on the regular. She's not hearing that. She thinks this is drinking to her. That's what to her, this is drinking. She's like, what's the problem? You drink too. No, girl, this isn't drinking. This is something else.
I think she kind of just sees it as just black and white. She doesn't see like the layers, as you were saying. You know, she just thinks everything's the same.
Yeah,
ticks the same box. And I mean, in general, like, you know, there are some things that people can say are black and white, but most things in life, you see things from a nuanced perspective. And this is one thing that kind of just, you know, anyone can tell you that they're not the same.
They are, yeah.
But to me, it's kind of this, as I just said, this fake naive behavior. Like, I think, you know, she deep down knows, but she thinks us, the audience, are stupid.
I think I think it's also a mixture of like denial too, and her unwillingness to stop and see a problem with it. She doesn't understand.
She probably is the type that thinks that, you know, people could just take everything she says.
She's like, this is how we've always drank. Like, what's the issue? It's like, no, you don't realize that, like, eventually, usually people stop doing that.
It's also like, what's the deeper issue? Like, why does she feel the need to drink to the point of blacking out? Why does she feel the need to drink to the point where she's vomiting? Like, what is the core issue? Like, it's not
typically it's you're avoiding. It's like, avoidance.
Why are you drinking that much? And that's really the core issue she needs to get to. You know, like, what is the drinking masking for you?
Mm-hmm. It's like you're escaping something. What are you escaping? And do you need to face that instead of, you know, drinking to this excess? Yeah.
100%. So Jackson and Brittany, who got married in 2019, surprised fans earlier this year when they announced their separation. Since hitting pause on their marriage, Brittany discussed how lack of intimacy contributed to their ongoing struggles. Keeping things romantic and spicy is how you make it work. If we're going to make it 20 years, we have to keep this up, but it's already dwindled so much. It was messing with my confidence. Why is he not coming on to me? I felt like I wasn't good enough, she revealed in Us Weekly's newest cover story. If you start to feel like your partner doesn't want you and they're also being mean to you, it's like, what am I doing here? I'm basically living with a roommate. I hit my breaking point. Brittany also explained what kind of changes she wanted to see from Jax. There are a lot of things, and I'm not seeing enough effort from his side. He needs to go to therapy. He doesn't need to be staying out at the bar all the time. He needs to respect me more and stop taking me for granted, she added. I was the closest person to him and was kind of like his punching bag. He was always giving me jabs. I can't deal with that for the rest of my life. Well, Brittany, you knew who you married. And you allowed him to treat you that way, and you gave him no incentive to change. So what are you surprised about?
Right.
You know, I'm confused. What are you surprised about? You know,
like, this is what you signed up for.
This is literally what you signed up for. Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like she's trying to make it out that he was a different person.
He is not changed. Like, he is the same person, right?
I mean, to me, you know, he seems like maybe he's more in his element on that brand new show because he feels like he's like the king of the show, whilst with Vanderpump Rules it was always Lisa Vanderpump's show. But aside from that,
and I think these guys are more on his, like, they're kind of, he sees them more as equals too, so it's like more even playing field. It just looks, I think it makes more sense.
Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Jax and Brittany are going to make it? Should they just go ahead and call it quits? Will you be tuning into the Valley? Are you watching? And do you think Jax is right? Brittany, you can go out, you can have fun, but when you are a mom and your health is on the stakes, maybe it's time to